Member for Dartmouth South.
North. Madam Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing. Recently, when attempting to help a Nova Scotian get a rent supplement, my office learned that the program will no longer accept statutory declarations in place of a lease. In my community and many others across the province, there are countless reasons why someone might not have a lease, and it can be a lifeline to be able to get a statutory declaration in place of one. This change will mean that people could lose their home. Why is the government so insistent on making it harder to find and keep a place to live?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Municipal Affairs and Housing.
So I'd like to thank the member for the question, Madam Speaker, and I can say that we are in the process of tightening up some of our procedures, making them more in line with federal government procedures when dealing with programs that we put out. And the reality is that we had people apply for rent subs without a lease and then never rent, and we had to tighten that whole process up. So we recognize that it does make it a little bit harder, but certainly they are pre-approved for the rent sub. They simply need to rent the apartment, then we will provide the money.
The Honourable Member for Dartmouth North.
Madam Speaker, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It is impossible for many people to have a lease. Some people have rented for years and years and years, and their lease is long gone. And a statutory declaration was what they used, a legal document, to replace the lease. And now those are not being accepted. Our office was told, quote, due to policy changes, we are no longer accepting confirmation of occupancy forms or statutory declarations in lieu of leases. A caseworker will reach out to the client and let them know that they will need a full lease going forward, and I will table that email. This comes on the heels of the supplement program's eligibility being slashed from 30% of a person's income being spent on rent to 50% before they qualify, and this is very, very bad for many people. Even fewer people will qualify for rent supplements because of these changes. Will the minister reverse this very bad decision?
The Honourable Minister for Municipal Affairs and Housing.
So, Madam Speaker, the reality is we have one of the most robust and strongest rent sub programs in the country, and I've said it before in the House, when I go to federal, provincial, territorial meetings, the other provinces are saying we're not spending our Canada rent sub money, can we spend it on something else? We're in the opposite position. We're far exceeding the federal contribution, and we will continue to do that. We now have 8,000 people on, almost 8,000 people on rent subs, and we continue to invest further in rent subs. We recognize their importance in our province.